Hey guys, JHub here, and welcome back to another MW2 video. And today we're actually going to be talking about Modern Warfare 3 and a little bit of a theory that I've been coming up with on stream while talking to chat. As y'all know, the leaks for MW3 have started. Different companies that Activision work with when it comes to like double XP or double weapon XP codes where you buy their product and put it into the system have accidentally leaked the actual logo, which kind of looks very cheap and kind of Black Ops 3-esque, but nevertheless. So we're getting more and more info, and with Season 5 right around the corner, they're actually going to reveal Modern Warfare 3, I believe, in a Warzone event. So if you want to be a part of that, make sure to go ahead and get Warzone 2 updated as it's free. It isn't going to hurt, it will just hurt your hard drive because it's going to fill it up with the size that it is. So for those of you who've been paying attention to the Twitter sphere and the different YouTube videos, it was speculated around when Modern Warfare 2 dropped that it was going to be a 2-year Call of Duty. Now, we've seen support for Call of Duty before for multiple years, Black Ops 3 being one of them, where Infinite Warfare and Modern Warfare Remastered really weren't doing that well player number-wise or income-wise. So they created Zombies Chronicles, they added in more weapons just to keep Black Ops 3 alive. And I feel like Black Ops 3 lasted 2 to 3 years. So there was a rumor floating around, and I believe there was kind of like some talk around Activision or some of the devs that it implied that this was going to be a 2-year game. It was never 100% confirmed, but there's a lot of variables that came out that kind of give it the implication that it was meant to be a 2-year Call of Duty. Now, they had over 8 dev studios, over 3,000 developers. The sheer amount of money put into this game was just astronomical. We hadn't seen something like that before, whether it was mainly put into Warzone or multiplayer. I think we can agree it was Warzone and DMZ that it was placed into. But as of recently, it's coming out that a lot of your bundles in Modern Warfare 22 are going to carry over to Modern Warfare 23. So that means we're going to have like the same operators, right? Does that also mean some of the weapon bundles are going to carry over as well? Because if that's confirmed, that means we're going to have some of the same weapons carry over Modern Warfare 23. Now, Modern Warfare 23 has been teased as the nostalgia COD from some leakers and had been rumored to be Modern Warfare 2 2009 entirely with its multiplayer maps put into it. But we were planning on that happening in Modern Warfare 22 because in Al Mazrah on the Warzone map, you see a lot of the different Modern Warfare 2 maps on it. Quarry, High Rise, I mean, hell, next to one of the maps we play on in multiplayer, High Rise is literally visible for us. So we thought it was going to be put into it, and we were expecting that as DLC. But it didn't happen. And then now we are getting all this information that it seems like everything's carrying over to MW3. My theory, and let me know what you think down in the comment section below about this, is that this was going to be a 2-year Call of Duty. The next COD being Treyarch's next Call of Duty release in 2024. But with how the Warzone numbers fell off, and how the multiplayer fell off, and it just not doing good in general, they decided to put out a new release because they need that income. They need that return of the player base that they get at every new release. And they're using MW3 as a way that they can overhaul Warzone 2 and do a big like relaunch, making it more similar to Warzone 1. Now, they haven't really done as many updates as you would think in Warzone 2. I mean, there's still AI, there's still strongholds, there's still plenty of that stuff going on in the game. But Warzone 1 didn't have all of that. In Warzone 2, you have a lot of crashing and things of that nature. Warzone 1 was more fluid, no AI and things like that. Blackout had AI and zombies, worked out perfectly. But in Warzone 2, for some reason with the coding in the net, it crashes it. So my theory is that that's what they're doing. MW3 isn't about the multiplayer. I know they're going to be doing 2009 maps remade, most likely. A lot of the guns we've seen before, we're even seeing in Season 5 the WA2K coming back, and another gun that looks like 4 or 5 other guns is coming back, and then the MP5 is going to have an integrated suppressor re-release, kind of how like the Deagle had an automatic, so it's just repurposing already. They're doing this 100% so they can have that big year 2 Warzone. We're changing it up, kind of like how Fortnite does chapters and seasons. So seasons is slight modifications with changes to the map and a little bit of stuff added in for the chapter. But if they do a new chapter, they try to overhaul the game a bit. So my guess is that they are doing this just to try to get Warzone players back. Warzone and DMZ right now is their bread and butter. The player numbers clearly aren't there. If we take a look at the graphic that I have on screen right now, this is the monthly active users for about a year now. So June 30th of 2022, 94 million active users, which means you have to log on one time a month to be counted. September 30th, just before Caldera's release, 97 million active monthly users, right? Where we allegedly hated Warzone. We hated Caldera, everybody was complaining. You see on December 31st, they release in Warzone 2, 111 million monthly active users 45 days after the release. Amazing numbers. A couple months later, 98 million, drop off. June 30th, a month ago of 2023, 92 million. The numbers are clearly dropping off. Now, Activision is bragging about the amount of money they're making despite having lower player counts, but imagine the money they'd be bragging about making if their player numbers were just as high as Warzone 1. And how are we going to do a big advertising push without seeming like we're caving to one side or the other? Overhaul, year 2. We're going back to the OG. We're coming back. To even there's a rumor that Verdansk is gonna be kind of like reimagined or remastered and brought back. Like they're gonna change up the geography, but you will know it is Verdansk. So that's really interesting as rumors and leaks are going. Can we confirm any of this? Not right now, but we can see with time. I just wanted to get this video out there because it makes a lot of sense. It is a bit of a reach. I will go ahead and say that this is one hell of an out there BS kind of theory, but it's a possibility. And if this is the case, I just want to be out there that like I had the idea that they were going to do this, because I feel like I kind of know what Activision's doing sometimes. And a lot of this makes sense. My expectation for Modern Warfare 23 is similar base game mechanics as Modern Warfare 22, but the perks changed, maybe the guns unlocked changed, maybe the attachments changed back. Like they're going to do a lot of regression to make it like old school CODs, because ever since Microsoft fixed the servers, those games have gone so gangbuster player number wise that they're selling out of Xboxes. The new Xboxes are selling out so people can play 10-year-old games. So I have a feeling Sledgehammer is going to be reversing a lot of the choices Infinity Ward did, and then which in turn will help them regress Warzone back to the way it was in Warzone 1 to get the player numbers back up. It's never going to be as high as it was during lockdown period, but that's what they're trying to aim for, because that is a lot of money they potentially could be making. And if I was in this boat right now, that's what I personally would be doing. And the something else that gives credence to it is like every other year it's a different dev studio. So, you know, Infinity Ward, Sledgehammer, Treyarch, Infinity, like it has been thrown off these past 5 years. But it's also not the sequel to the previous game. Each developer studio gets to do what they want. And being it's a direct sequel to Modern Warfare 22, I find it very, very good timing, and I'm curious. I'm very much curious. So I'm just putting this out there. I would like to know what y'all think down in the comment section below. Do you have anything that might support this idea, or do you have some idea, just anything you want to put out there that just completely counteracts it? Let me know down in the comment section below. Drop a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys later. Peace out.